Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and I have finally got my first design video of 2023 up for you. I have gone for two of my favourites, blue and butterflies, so if you'd like to see how I created this one, please keep watching. So I'm working on my Red Iguana Miss Liza hand today. Colours I'm using from Gems Nail Systems are this beautiful blue Blair. Then for a little bit of sparkle, I have got one of the glitter acrylics. This is Lacy. It's an iridescent blue with butterflies. For a touch of cover colour, I'm using Pinky Pink. And of course, I have got Crystal Clear, because I cannot do a set without any crystal clear. So getting started now with my thin clear base using crystal clear, and I'm just going to chat for a moment. So for this year, Gemma has decided to do a glitter collection and a colour of the week for the nail team. So a lot of my videos each week will be using those glitters or the colours. So first up for 2023, her colour of the week was Blair, which is why I have focused on that colour in this set. Now Blair comes in the beautiful acrylic, it also comes in the gel polish, and we also have a matching elite glitter, which worked out quite well because the glitter of the week, or should I say the glitter collection of the week, was the elite glitters cozy collection, which Blair is featured in. So on my pages I've been doing plenty of designs using those glitters, and I wanted to do a Blair video. So here she is in all her beautiful blue glory. She is one of my favourite blues. And on the index finger I'm just doing a I'm going to be doing an ombre. So I'm starting with Blair at the tip, and I've placed my bead and I'm just sort of feathering it back, just sort of halfway up the nail. I'm doing this on a little bit of a jaunty angle because I wanted to start off the new year with a jaunty angle. And then I'm doing on the ring finger a full coverage nail of this beautiful colour. How pretty is Blair though? The acrylic has a slight shimmer to it. It applies beautifully. The gel polish doesn't have that slight shimmer to it, but is equally as beautiful. So I'm just painting this on. I'm just going to leave that nail as it is and cut with acrylic, but I'm just painting it on, making sure I haven't got any patchy areas and I've got the coverage where I like it. So I've got another video coming this week which will feature one of the cozy glitters, and as I said, check out my Facebook and Instagram for loads more designs using the colour and the glitters of the week, because it gives me something to work towards each week as well. And then on the ring finger I am doing another ombre using Blair. This time I'm sort of doing it on the opposite jaunty angle, just slightly. Now on the middle finger I decided to do a full nail of this lacy glitter, but as I was applying it here I was not quite happy with how it was looking. I felt it needed some colour as well. So here you can see I'm just wiping it off. I wasn't happy, so I'm wiping it off. I didn't worry if there's a little bit of glitter on there, but I just wanted to get rid of most of it, and I decided to go in with the Blair Elite glitter. I thought I'd keep it in the Blair family. So I've just picked that up using a little wet bead of clear acrylic, and I've just applied that from the cuticle, and I'm just feathering it down just past that sort of that base nail free edge, and then I thought I'd have more of a clear tip. And then because I was going to add some of that lacy glitter just at the cuticle on my two ombre nails, I thought I would do a little line of Blair right around the cuticle, and then just pop lacy over top of that. Most of this nail and the pinky you don't see. It is purely background, but I just thought I'll tie it all in and add a touch of Blair. And as you can see, I've done it on the pinky too. So now I'm going to go in and add lacy on top of that Blair on the middle finger and just pull it all the way down, so it goes into a slightly clearer tip with that iridescent glitter, and then I'm just sort of picking out and popping and poking and moving those butterflies around. So just wanted a nice coverage. I didn't want a full coverage nail of butterflies, I just wanted them dotted here, there and everywhere. So I've just sort of picked some up individually, and then I'm just going to add a couple on top of the Blair that I've done at the cuticle there with some of that iridescent glitter as well. Most of that is going to get covered, but I just wanted there in the background. And here you can see I've picked up a little bead of lacy. This was mainly the glitter, and then I've just picked up a couple of butterflies and I'm just poking them, prodding them around with the tip of my brush, putting them where I want them. And now I'm finishing off the ombre on these two nails with pinky pink. So I've applied the bead right in the middle of the colour and the glitter acrylic. I've blended it down over the colour, and then I've just feathered it back slightly. I needed a little bit more colour coverage, so I've gone in with another bead. Here you can see I flipped the brush just to feather it back slightly over top of that glitter. So you know how I like to do it, with that glitter sort of poking out underneath, and then just feathering it down over top of Blair to get more of an ombre between cover acrylic and colour acrylic. Again, I was going to cover quite a bit of this with some painting, but I just wanted it to be just so in the background. And then exactly the same on the pinky finger. And for anyone wondering, I am using the Eleanor brush for this design. This is the size 8 acrylic brush from Gems. And these were actually the extra long coffin tips, which I cut down to a more mid-length. They're still quite long, but they're more of a mid-length compared to the length of the coffin tips. So I'm just finishing off that ombre on the pinky, and then this is the acrylic design part of this set done. I'm already loving how it looks, but we need to now encapsulate these nails in crystal clear acrylic, build up all the apex and the structure. And when that is all done, I'm going to file these nails into shape. I tend to sort of refine and debulk with my e-file, and then I use the Gems 150 and 180 grit files and finish off with the pink buffer. I did all of that off camera, but I thought I'd show you the files, and then we're going to come back and finish this set off. Already loving how this is looking, and you could leave it as it is, but I really wanted to bring all of those Blair colours in. So after giving these nails a good clean over, I'm going to do some hand painting. So I'm going to be using the white and black cream gels from Perfect Nails, and then the colour is the beautiful Blair gel polish, and I'm just going to put a little bit out on my painted and posted palette, which you can just see. And I am using the Avery art brush from Gems. So I'm just doing a very basic butterfly shape in Blair here. Now I have sped this up, and I did do the same on the pinky, just as sort of a mirror image, but I've just focused on showing one nail. So I'm just getting a rough outline of those butterfly wings. I did have a picture in front of me just as a little bit of a guide for the shape, and then just adding the second wing there, and then give this a very quick cure. This only needed 30 seconds. Oh, here I have done the second nail with this, so here you can see how I've just sort of flipped it so that it's the other side, and this is just the first coat, so it was just getting that rough butterfly shape. And then once I was happy with that, I'm going to pop it in the lamp. I'm going to cure just for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to go over with the second coat and neaten it up, make sure I've got full coverage and no patchy bits. Here you can see I've got my palette, and I've also got my brush holder for painted and posted, which I use all the time and I never show, so I thought I'd keep that little bit in. And now you can see, using the same brush, I'm just going over just to make that colour stand out a touch more and make sure it's not patchy. So one of my goals this year was to do more hand painting. Now, once upon a time I'd just gone in with the decal on these nails, so already working on my hand painted goal, so woohoo, go me. I've even completed one of the online nail art courses from the nail team as well already this year, so I'm well underway with my goals of 2023. So just going to do the same on the pinky, and then I'm going to give these a full 60-second cure, and then I'm going to add all the detail to turn these into proper little butterflies, because at the moment they just look like a splodge in my opinion. I decided to go in with Martha Matte before doing the outline, just to make it a little bit easier for the paint to glide on. So I applied this to both of those nails, cured for 60 seconds, and then we're going to finish these butterflies off. Add all the detail and the outline and whatnot. So I have just put a little bit of the black paint on my palette, and I'm using the Zero Short brush from Crystal Nails because it's a little bit thinner. And here you can see I'm just making that wing outline and adding in a little bit of detail. No, I didn't work quite this fast. I have sped it up, otherwise this video was going to be twice as long. So I'm just getting that wing shape and, as I said, adding in little bits of detail, and then I'm going to do the bottom half of the wing, do the same thing, and then I'm just going to outline and add a little bit of thickness and detail to that back wing as well. And this starts to really pull it all together and give you a much better idea that it is a butterfly. I'm going to add our little head and our body. Again, this is all with the with the short brush from Crystal Nails, and then I've just moved to the Gems Addison brush just to add the two antennae. I cured that for 60 seconds, and then I mixed a little bit of the Blair Elite Glitter with some top coat. Going back to my short, it is a Zero Short brush, and adding a little bit of detail on those wings. You could have left this out, you could do this in a different colour. I wanted to tie all those Blairs in though, so I just added a little bit of detail on those wings with the glitter. Doesn't need to be perfect, I was literally just, you know, painting it on, feathering it out ever so slightly. And then I flash cured this, purely because I wanted to add a little bit more detail, and it's so thin I could just give it a quick flash cure. Here you can see I've outlined that second butterfly, and I'm just adding a little bit of detail with the glitter. I just mixed a very little scoop of the glitter with some top coat. I love doing this if you want to sort of paint on with the glitter and not sort of sprinkle it or pat it into a tacky layer. And then here you can see I'm just giving it a very quick flash cure. It's super thin, so I could just give it a flash cure. It keeps it in place while I do the next part of my butterfly detail, and I then fully cure the whole lot. So the final part, I'm using my same Zero Short brush from Crystal Nails and the white art gel, and I'm just adding some dots to the black outline. So just dot, 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 dot. If you prefer, you could use a dotting tool. I find I get much better random shaped dots with a brush than with a dotting tool, but that's just personal preference. And when I'd done this on both nails, I believe I just quickly flash cured this nail, so I didn't smudge it when I did the second one. I'm going to, yeah, here, flash cure. My torch has batteries in again. Once this one's done, I'm going to pop them in the lamp to do a full 60-second cure before we can finish my Blair butterfly blue design off. So butterflies are fully cured, and I decided I need some bling on this nail. So I have got some zodiac crystals from Crystal Parade on a little tray, and I've got the Ariel Preciosa mix from Gems. So I applied a little dot in the middle of the nail of my glue, and I've gone in with this butterfly. This was from Crystal Parade. It was one of the zodiac shapes, and I've just held that in place whilst the glue dries. It seemed to be taking forever. And then I just thought I would swoosh it a bit like I do with my glitter. So these are the zodiac crystals. I can't remember what mix they are, but I really like these ones. So I've just gone in with that first, and then a mix of the different blues from the Ariel mix, going from one side up to the cuticle, and then I'm going to do the same from the other side down to the free edge. I just thought it was a little bit of added detail, a little bit of bling, and a little bit, and another little butterfly to add to the design. And then this design was ready for Miss Tina Topcoat. So you can see it just adding those final crystals, and here we go. Miss Tina is in the building. We are going to wake up that glitter. We are going to wake up that beautiful shimmery acrylic and put that final finishing touch onto this design. On the nail with the crystals, I just got right up to the crystals, right around them. I did go in with my detailer brush, but I just didn't want to cover them with top gel. And then I popped this in the lamp for a 60-second cure, and we were all done. And here is this design all finished. I loved how this one turned out, but I would love to know what you guys think of it. So please leave me any comments down below, and don't forget you can also leave me any video or design requests. So that is Blair, the first colour of the week from the nail team. I can't wait to share next week's with you. As always, all the product details will be in the description box, and don't forget you can use Helen5 for a discount at the nail team. Please give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye. Mwah.